you see me now, Tom? Hurricane 4343, what's up? How are you doing? Hey, Candy, how are you, girl? I see you. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Hey, do me a favor. Before we get started, I do apologize for the technical difficulties, but you see, this is part of what you got to deal with in marketing, and you need to persevere, right? Much better now? Well, I'm glad you're doing much better now, Candy. I hope your day hadn't been too bad. Hey, thanks for the hearts, guys. Do me a favor. Before we get started, I got some really good stuff for you tonight. But go ahead and swipe to the right if you are on Apple. Swipe up if you are on Android S7H0. What's up? Thanks for joining. And share the stream real quick for me. Because what we're going to talk about tonight, like I'm over all of this Periscope versus Meerkat-ish. Like, thank you for inviting some followers there, Tom. Like, really, let's get over all of this. All that ish is just nothing. Green Food Runner, thanks for joining. I appreciate you joining. So what I want to do is talk to you tonight about all of this. I mean, am I the only one that's just over all of this? Is Periscope better? Is Meerkat better? Which one should you use? Am I the only one? I appreciate you guys joining. If you just joined the stream, before I get started, I just wanted to welcome everybody. But as people are piling in here, do me a favor, swipe to the right. If you're on Apple, swipe up if you're on Android, and share this scope. Because literally, I'm over all this discussion about Periscope and Meerkat. All right. I'm that keep it real kind of girl. I'm always keeping it real when I'm talking to my peeps. So I'm going to keep it real today and let you know that really the most important thing is not whether or not one is better over the other one. Okay. I'm that girl that's going to help you keep your pipeline full so that you can max out your sales. Azadu, is that how you say your name? Azadu, if I just murdered it, I apologize, right? See, because the question isn't, is Periscope better or is Meerkat better? You want the truth, Tom? Can you handle the truth, Tom? The question really isn't, is Periscope or Meerkat better? That's not the question. The question is, are you building an audience? Are you out there getting eyeballs on yourself and on your product, services, business opportunity? That's the question. You see, if you're not creating relationships, then you're already leaving all kinds of money on the table. Here's a lesson that I personally had to learn. I apologize. My dog is getting all excited, so she's running through the house. Here's what I personally learned. There is no small amount of people that can tell you that I've already come out and said I have more affinity for the Meerkat platform than the Periscope platform. But then I had to think to myself, and I was like, wait a minute, Christina, here's the most important thing. It's building an audience and creating leverage and providing value. Those are the most important things that you need to be worrying about. So why in the world, even if I do have a stronger affinity towards Meerkat, would I not come over to Periscope? Because here's the reality of it. Go ahead and tap on the screen, guys. Give me some hearts if you really want to know the truth about the matter. Go ahead and tap on the screen and give me a few hearts. Listen, I appreciate that. Listen, here's the truth. There are people on Periscope who, no matter what, they're not going to go over to Meerkat, right? And you're shooting yourselves in the foot if that's you. I'm just going to keep it real. And there are people on Meerkat that, no matter what, they're not coming over to Periscope, and they're shooting themselves on the foot. So here's the lesson that I personally had. I had to keep it real with self. And I was like, wait a minute, Christina, there are people over on Periscope that need your help. There are people on Periscope that are spinning their wheels, struggling, frustrated because they can't get anybody to talk to them about their product, service, or business opportunity. Heck, people are running in the opposite direction. Their personal profiles are like a ghost town. So I was like, wait a minute, I got to go over here and talk to these people on Periscope. They need my value over here. And this is what I wanted to share with you about your business. You see, something that I'm still getting used to Periscope, I'm still getting used to Meerkat. But one thing that I'm learning is that there are pros and cons to both platforms. And literally the discussion really isn't limited to just Meerkat and Periscope. But tonight I'm just going to focus on those two because I really want people to, you need to open your mind a little bit and think about this. You got to have people. Why in the world would you cut out a platform that clearly has a lot of people? So, for example, something that I've noticed about the Periscope crowd is that there are a lot of people. Yes, there are a lot of network marketers over here and home biz people over here, right? But there are a lot of service-oriented people over here on Periscope. People who are personal coaches, confidence coaches, marketing coaches, fitness coaches, people who make postcards and who make T-shirts and all kind of products and stuff, right? Well, all of these people that are in services, that's something that I want my business to be attached to. So one thing that you want to do in your marketing so that you can stand out from the rest of the crowd, because when everybody else zigs, maybe you should just think about zagging. You know what I'm saying? I know you've heard this before. But something that you want to do is think outside the box. What does your product, service, or business opportunity, what's a natural partner for it? So for me, look, I'm all about helping people build relationships so that they can grow their business. And one thing that I've been thinking about is there's a group of people, service-oriented people, like physical trainers, like coaches and confidence coaches and motivators and stuff like that, who are really struggling trying to figure out how to get their services out there, how to market themselves. They could leverage my service. They could leverage my knowledge to grow their business. See, that's a natural pairing there, right? Now, there's something that I've noticed about the Meerkat crowd. There's a lot of people who are into the arts, like, music and visual arts and all kinds of different things. I mean, there's a lot of different people over there on Meerkat. And there are some natural partnerships, if you would think outside the box, of people that you can go over on Meerkat and absolutely market your business to, market yourself to. And by not going on and by discounting a platform just because you heard this or you heard that and not finding out for yourself, you're leaving money on the table. You want to be creating leverage in your business. Let me tell you about how you create leverage in your business by creating new relationships. You see, you got to understand the platforms that you're on. I'm not going to come to Meerkat and stream probably the same kind of content in the same delivery that I would stream it in Periscope, because the Periscope crowd says they want quick, immediate information that they can kind of bite into. They want quick, actionable content. They don't want longer streams. Meerkat crowd tends to like longer streams. They tend to like the relationship building a little bit more, in my personal experience. Right? So one way that you create leverage in your business is bringing people and eyeballs to your business, letting people know what you do. That way, when they're out in front of their audience, they can say, hey, I don't build websites, but so-and-so builds websites. You know what? You're in travel, and I know that you're planning a trip over to Japan. I don't really know much about Japan, but there's this girl named Candy Javier that's all over Meerkat and Periscope and Google Plus, and she lives in Japan. Like, she streams all about Japan. I'm going to hook you up with her. She could probably help you out with your vacation, some places you might want to go. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. So does that make sense to you? So basically what I'm saying is, don't cut off your nose to spite your face here. You're creating relationships on both platforms if you're leveraging the platforms correctly. You're interacting with people during the streams. You want to be interacting with the streamer. You also want to be interacting with the rest of the people in the stream. You're creating relationships. You're letting those people know what you're doing. And then guess what? They're going to be going out to their audience and letting their audience know too. Now, I do want to bring in another platform because, you know, people are like, I can't stand Facebook. I can't stand Google Plus. I think I need this is relevant to the conversation. So I'm going to go on and bring it in the discussion right now. You see, again, I have more affinity towards Google Plus than I do Facebook, but I don't ignore Facebook. You see, there's this common thing that people feel like you just have to master one platform. Please understand, there's a difference between mastering a platform and being present on a platform. You absolutely need to be focused on mastering a platform. But while you're mastering that platform, you absolutely need to have a presence on another platform. You can't do a business in a tunnel. You can't do a business with a one-track mind. You got to be able to do a little multitasking here. Come on, people. We're trying to be big entrepreneurs here. We're trying to create legacies here. Give me double tap on the screen. Give me some hearts if you're feeling me on that, right? So you want to not exclude one platform over another. Because guess what? When you're leveraging social media, you're leveraging people for their audience as well. By creating relationships with people, for example, on Facebook, when I post something on Facebook, the more people that I engage with, guess what they're doing? They're introducing me to their stream of followers. So they're actually helping me do my marketing. Here's another thing. That's just on my personal profile. What if you were to take people on your personal profile, build relationships with them and say, hey, guess what? I don't do a lot of business on my personal profile. I want you to come over here and hop over here on my fan page. Give it a like. Just do me a favor, give it a like. You see, because you're going to be creating relationships with your target audience, right? And if you decide that you're going to put some money into your marketing, which I am all a fan of, then if you've built up a fan page of likes with people who are engaged with you, guess what? These are targeted people engaged with you. When you run your ads, you're running your ads to a targeted audience and your dollars go further. I need us to get outside the box a little bit here. I need us to stop thinking in the box, being one-track mind marketers. You get on a platform and you figure out what's the best way to reach my audience on this platform. I'm going to get my tribe and talk to them. That's what you need to be doing. Provide value. Don't just be getting on there and hey. Give up some tips. Stop being so close to the chest with your tips. Give out your best content for free. Because guess what? Eventually you're going to ask for the credit card, right? But so if you've given people all kinds of crazy value up front, guess what? It's going to be easy to ask for the credit card on the back end because you've been giving them good stuff. They already know, like, and trust the fact that you're giving them good content. So you're going to keep giving them good content. That's why they're going to give you the credit card. So again, I just want to recap real quick. Do me a favor, swipe to the right, swipe up, share the scope. Because I'm going to do a quick recap. All of this ish between what Meerkat and Periscope, boo with that. You need to have a presence on both of them, especially if you happen to be streaming. Like if you're a sideline marketer, go ahead, get your strategy down, figure out what's the best way to be streaming, but I need you to get uncomfortable and get your stream on, okay? Go get your stream on and figure out how to talk to everybody on the various different platforms. Figure out what the pros and cons are. That's what you got to do. You cannot be a one-track mind marketer. Angel Richards, thanks for joining this scope. I appreciate you coming here. Don't be a one-track mind marketer, because you're leaving money on the table. You're leaving connections on the table, and you're leaving your legacy on the table. You can love one platform more than another. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't use the other platform. I mean, bottom line, it just makes sense. Are there any questions? Anybody have any questions for me? Anybody have any comments, cuss words? I used to have a basketball coach, and he would say at the end of every game or every practice. He'd say questions, comments, cuss words. If you got a cuss word or two, go on and let those out too. If you disagree with me, let me know. If you feeling me, give me a few hearts. But I just really wanted to come out here today and do, I guess, a small rant because go where the traffic is. Exactly, Tom. Go where the traffic is. Fanta Nabe, thank you for joining the stream. I don't think we've had an opportunity to meet. I'm gonna go ahead and follow you there. So just as a quick recap, y'all, I'm stamping down all that ish between Periscope and Meerkat, which one's the best, which one isn't the best, which one's a ghost town, which one isn't the ghost town. Listen, there are things in the works going on with Meerkat that people probably don't know about. I don't know if you know that you can now embed those live streams on your website if you want to, or on Google Plus or on Facebook or something. I don't know if you know these things about Meerkat. I don't know if you know that the Meerkat streams, actually you can catch those and those saved to YouTube, and you can repurpose those videos without having to worry about having space on your phone to save it to your phone. I don't know if you know that, right? I don't know if you know the community that's being created over on Meerkat. I don't know if you know that, but guess what? For the Meerkat folks who happen to be watching this Periscope right now, for those of you who are like, I'm all about me some Meerkat. Thank you, Tom. I'm glad you're digging that. I'm glad you're digging this. For those of you who are like, I'm all about Meerkat and I can't stand Periscope. Look, I get it. Like I was there. Like literally just a week ago, I was like, I ain't gonna be on this whole Periscope thing. I'm not feeling this Periscope thing. But since I've been over here, thank you, Fanda. It's good connecting with you too. Since I've been over here the past week, I've found some really great communities of people who I literally have been trying to figure out, where can I find these people at? Like, where can I find some real hard work and diligent about their business women? I come over here on Periscope. I connect with a few people. They suggest a couple of other people. And before you know it, now I'm in a few different communities on Facebook that are nothing but people that I'm looking to connect with. Whether it be for business or whether it just be to sharpen them and them sharpen me. Now, I'm going to give you a little bonus on this too, because if you're building your business on a budget, whether it's a time budget or a money budget, or heck, maybe it's both. If you're building your business on a budget, again, you want to be connecting with people. You want to be letting people know what you do, and you want to be finding out what people do. Do you know how many thousands and thousands of dollars worth of free, awesome training that I've gotten just because I'm an action taker, just because I'm out there, just because eyeballs are on me? I've got leaders, influencers who come to me and say, hey, check this out. I noticed this. You might want to try that out. I tell you what, I'm working on a little project and I'm one of few beta people. You mind being one of my beta people? Hey, I tell you what, I noticed that you took this information that I did, right, and you got a result. You mind giving me a little testimony from my sales page? Do you know what sales page exposure does for you? See, I'm giving you some extra tips tonight, because guess what? Another thing that you want to be working on every day, aside from building relationships, creating leverage in your business, and providing value, you want to be getting some kind of influence and authority. And the more people see you on Periscope, on Meerkat, on Google Plus, on Facebook, the more people see you and the more they see you providing value, that automatically provides authority and influence. You uncomfortable asking for the sale? You want to lay down the sale? Exactly, Tom. Be an implementer. Take what you're learning on these streams, implement it, get some action, get a result, teach it to other people, be on Periscope, be on Meerkat, be on Facebook, be on Google Plus, Instagram, whatever, and provide that value. And people now are going to look at you as an authority. You want to lay down sale? Talk about a lay down sale. That's exactly how the gurus do it. They take information and they give it to you in their tone. It's not information that's brand new. This ain't brand new. They just curate the content and they share it with you. But you trust them, right? You know why you trust them? Because you see them everywhere. You know, you trust them because you see all these people following them everywhere they go. So you figure they must know what they're talking about, right? Is it hard to ask for an appointment for somebody to look at your business opportunity? Guess what? How many people would come to you if you happen to be, you know, in the health and wellness, and people are following you and they notice, you know, you're guest blogging everywhere. People are asking you to be on their podcasts. People see you on their sales pages. They're going to be like, what is it? What's up? Well, like, what do you do really? That's how you build your business. No, when you first get into a business, if it happens to be a network marketing business or MLM, something like that, like literally your sponsor is telling you to work with the people in your hot market, in your warm market. You're going to run out of those people. Leverage social media to always be filling your pipeline with warm market people. And then create leverage with those relationships. Let those relationships help you market your business. Let those relationships give you authority, give you influence, and then allow those relationships to introduce you to another audience. I was on a stream. I watched a replay of a stream today where Fabi Giordani, she was talking about her best friend, and they're going back and forth with this heart war, right? But guess what? She showed mad love on that stream to her best friend. She showed mad love to some other people on that stream. And she introduced some other people on that stream to me because I didn't know who those people were. So guess what I did? Because I trust her, right? Because I've looked at her work and I'm feeling her work. I'm feeling like her circle's some more people that I want to be connected with. I immediately went and followed those people. You want followers? Yeah, it's a vanity metrics. We can talk later about how you convert those followers to leads and how you convert those leads to sales. But listen, if you don't have much time in your day, if you're like me, working a full-time corporate job, building multiple income streams, I've got to support my family, my parents. Like literally, I don't have extra time, boo. You know how I do it? I create relationships. And I allow those relationships to create leverage within my business. Anybody got any questions? Because I've been on here long enough. Like if you don't have it by now, if you didn't get the picture by now, you're just not going to get the picture. I suggest you go back and look at the replay. But literally, I don't have anything else to say on that. Anybody got any questions or comments or anything before I go and end the stream? I appreciate you letting me join you tonight and like share this information because I'm so over all the Periscope Meerkat crap. Literally, I'm over it. And the next time you hear somebody talking about it, like tell them to come holler at me so I can set them straight on it because there's pros and cons to both platforms. And literally, if you really want to be about your business, if you really want to help your business grow, you get your butt on both of them. Boom, there you have it. All right. I appreciate you for joining tonight. You have a good night, and we will talk to you tomorrow. I'm not really sure what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I might get into some specifics. Tell you what, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know what you'd like for me to share with you about how you can actually grow your audience, get some engaged followers. Let me know over on Twitter, okay? Till I talk to you again, I am Christina Ervin. I am here to help you grow an audience of engaged buyers who want to sing your song all across the internet. I tell you what, going over to ce-biz-solutions.com, pick up my totally free secrets on how to do just that consistently every day. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.